This guy is on his way to work for the most important meeting of his life, and he's running late, and he gets to the parking lot, and there's not a spot available. And though he doesn't really ever pray, he starts praying. God, I know we don't talk all that often, but if you just help me out this once and help me get a spot, I promise I'll start keeping kosher. I promise I'll start keeping Shabbat. I promise that, oh, never mind. I found a spot. In this week's Parshat Ekev, Moshe institutes the Birkat Hamazon, ve'achalta ve'savata uverachta, and you ate and you were satiated and you blessed. The rabbis teach that it's actually Moshe who institutes the Birkat Hamazon. God provides for the Israelites, he gives manna so that they never have to worry about eating or taking care of themselves with their nutrition the entire time they're in the desert. And obviously, God says a lot of times, like, you should do this, do that, do the other thing, but never, I guess, quite directly says you shall then say thank you to me for having done that. Just remember to have done it. And Moshe institutes this. He says you have to, that always say thank you after you have a meal. The warning that Moshe gives to the Israelites as they're about to enter the promised land is that for the last 40 years, God has just provided everything for them. And even in the desert, at times they forgot that God hadn't provided for them. And they started getting in their own egotistical minds about the way that they were responsible or that God had abandoned them, whatever it was, that they weren't in that type of headspace that allowed for them to appreciate and show gratitude and recognize what had been provided for them. And all the more so, Moshe is saying, when you're about to enter the promised land, don't for one moment forget what God has provided for you of the last 40 years and what will continue to provide for you. So when you have a meal, when you eat, you should always say thank you. So for this Shabbat, I am taking a moment. I think there's an opportunity to reflect on, while there's a lot that we do actively in our lives, there's also a lot that happens to us and for us in ways that maybe we take for granted. Waking up, feeling good, feeling healthy, the way in which food just shows up in supermarkets and grocery stores that we might take for granted. Leaning in and finding ways to recognize that and then say an active out loud thank you to show that type of appreciation is a very powerful mindset and framework to be in. Shabbat Shalom.